Hi everybody, Chris again with your Metropolis of San Francisco Music Ministry. Back again with another video in our ongoing video series covering the rich music of our church. Happy New Year everyone! The liturgical New Year, that is. We are now in the month of September. The first of the month marks the feast called the beginning of the Indiction, which is the start of our liturgical New Year. And this upcoming Sunday will be the 6th of September, where the commemoration will be the miracle by the Archangel Michael in Colossae or Hone. Now, according to the record of this feast, pagans wanted to destroy the church and the holy spring at this site, named for the Archangel Michael, by turning the course of two rivers to flood the area. As you can see where Colossae and Honaz are, there's many different streams and rivers that there are. However, the archangel appeared, and by means of the cross and a great earthquake that shook the surrounding area, diverted the waters into an underground course. From that time on, the name of the place was changed from Colossae to Hone, which means funnels in Greek. So the Apolytikion for the Archangel Michael will be chanted at the dismissal of Vespers, after God is the Lord and during the Orthros service, and during the hymns following the small entrance at the Divine Liturgy once the resurrectional Apolytikion has been chanted. What's special about this Apolytikion, like many of our Apolytikia, is that it is a prosomia, which means it's written to follow a specific model melody. This particular melody should definitely be on your list of stuff I should memorize, because it comes up quite often. I'll say a little bit more about this in just a moment, but first, let us read the text of the hymn per the musical score found on the St. Anthony's Monastery website, which comes from the Holy Transfiguration Monastery. Supreme Commander of the hosts of the heavens, we the unworthy importune and beseech thee, that by thy supplications thou encircle us in the shelter of the wings of thine immaterial glory, guarding us who now fall down and cry to thee with fervor. Deliver us from dangers of all kinds, as the great marshal of the heavenly hosts on high. Alright, so now let's look at what the musical score tells us. This Apolytikion, which is in the fourth mode, has as the model melody, Thou who was raised up. So this refers the ophthomelon, or original melody, of the same name, which is in fact the kontakion for the feast of the elevation of the Holy Cross, which is coming 8 days later. The kontakia that we chant during liturgy are generally connected to the festival period we are in. So right now, we will be chanting until the 8th of September, the kontakion of the Nativity of the Theotokos. However, the next festal period is precisely for the elevation of the cross, celebrated on September 14th. All this to say is that this melody is an important one to know, because it will get you through this coming Sunday, the Feast of the Elevation on September 14th, the following Sunday, and even more, November 8th, at the Synaxis of the Archangels, which has the same exact hymn as this day we are going to be singing on Sunday. Where else does this melody come up? Well, it's in the opening Apolytikion for the Paraklesis. So, this certainly should be quite familiar to you. Alright, now, let's talk about the music. Fourth mode Apolytikia, which means to take the soft chromatic scale, as we can see at the symbol above the "the." So it has a scale that's similar to second mode. However, unlike second mode Apolytikion, which ends on the or G, the ones in fourth mode end on vu at the end of the piece. Here and here. This hymn ranges from pa, which is a D, or zo, to which is a B. Here, and we can see even up here. As with other prosomia that we have come across through this series, we see a repetition of musical ideas throughout the melody. For instance, the first two lines are nearly identical, where we have this zo ke di gavu, ga di ke di, or B-A-G-F-E, F-G-A-A-F-A-G. And then there's something of an interlude, and we return to the same idea a few lines down on of thine immaterial glory. That same Viga vu ga di ke viga ke di. This kind of same repeating phrase. It's also worth pointing out that this intermediate phrase on guarding us who now fall down and the phrase immediately after, which has this pause on the note Ra, or F, which sounds out of place because it's anticipating a resolution which will come in the next phrase with the cadence on Vu. And then as we approach the end, we get on the phrase as the great marshal, where we hold on an upper Zo. And it's, once again, this idea of an anticipation to finish out the phrase. So, let's give this a try. I will give the epihema, and we will begin. Na, na, Supreme Commander of the hosts of the heavens, we the unworthy importune and beseech thee, that by thy supplications thou encircle us in the shelter of the wings of thine immaterial glory, guarding us who now fall down and cry to thee with fervor. Deliver us from dangers of all kinds, as the great marshal of the heavenly hosts on high. All right, very good. So now we have hopefully started down the road of memorizing yet another important model melody that will be quite useful throughout the entire liturgical year. Thanks for being with us. Here's your usual reminder to like our videos and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to send us your ideas and feedbacks. We'll see you next time.